Hello children, good morning. Today again we have come back to our ELR class. It's Thursday today and we are going to do chapter 4, that is Palanquin Bearers. We are going to continue with chapter 4. Since yesterday we have done the first part of Palanquin Bearers, today we are going to do the second part of Palanquin Bearers. I told you all beforehand that Palanquin Bearers was written by Sarojini Naidu. She was known as the Nightingale of India and she was born in the year 1879. And this poem is about the old culture of India, that is carrying our royal brides in a palanquin. Now coming up to the second paragraph. Softly, oh softly we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. So how do the palanquin bearers carry the bride? Very softly. And how does she remain in the palanquin? She hangs like a star there in the dew of our song. Their song is very precious to them. And she is the star, the center of attraction in the song. Thus we find that the palanquin bearers think her to be a star in their song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. Now what is the tide? The tide is the flowing water there. And what is the beam? The beam is the sunbeam which falls on the tide of water. And how beautiful it looks early in the morning when the sunbeam falls on the river flowing along. Okay. The bride here is like a beam of sunlight to them. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Now she falls like a tear. Now the tear of the bride here is very important to everybody. Why? Because the tear of the bride is very important for her in-laws also where she is going. And the tear of the bride is very important for her father also, who is just about to send away his child. Thus, she falls like a tear. The tear here represents the sadness and also the happiness of the bride from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly we glide as we sing. They glide along. They do not walk fast. Why? Because it might create a problem for the bride there. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. So the bride is very important for the palanquin bearers. They bear her along. They bear her so slowly like a pearl on a string. So this is the full poem there. Okay. I hope you all have understood. Now coming up here in question number 3. Explain. She springs like a beam on a brow of a tide. I explained you all just now. Let me tell you all what will be the answer here. The bride here is compared with a beam of sunlight on the moving waves of water. She is considered so light that she is also compared with the swaying flower in the wind. The flower which sways in the wind, she is also compared with the swaying flower. Okay. Now question number 4, which is very important. Describe the central idea of the poem. Now what is the central idea? The central idea of the poem is the custom of carrying brides in palanquins in the olden days. The palanquin bearers, they express their joy and pride in carrying the newlywed princess. They sing as they carry the bride in their palanquin. They carry her just like a pearl in a string. They also compare her with a bird on the foam of the stream and with sunbeam on the waves of water. So according to them, the tender bride has got mixed feelings within herself. These all are the inner meaning which we find in the poem. These all are the central idea of the poem. Thus, I'll send you all the answers as in PDF as I send you all every day. So you all are going to submit your works to me. Question number 5 which you have, it's based on similes which we do not have in class 7. So we are not going to do it. We are going to do only question number 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is done. Okay, thank you.